criminology is important because it affects all of us. You know, all of us have been a victim of crime, either directly or indirectly, and those people who've been a victim of a crime directly know what a terrible impact it has on your lives. It can affect you emotionally, physically, it can affect you financially. But even those of us who've been lucky enough not to be a victim of a crime directly experience the effects of crime in our everyday lives. So we have to pay our taxes, and part of that goes towards how we run the criminal justice system. Some aspects of crime have an impact on the societies that we live in. So what's deemed to be probably a very low level offence, something like vandalism for example, has an impact on the community that we live in. So it's all around us, it impacts on everybody in their everyday life.
I think criminology is important because it's about making a difference and making a change.
I think for me one of the things that separates criminology from other academic disciplines is that we kind of have an eye on change and an eye towards trying to do something about issues of crime and justice. And I think when we do our research, we do try and think about how we can inform policy, how we can change things at the end of the day, and that maybe separates us from geographers or historians, for example.
So criminology is important as a subject because if you don't understand crime or how we as a society construct crime, then how can you deal with it? I also love the fact, I guess, with criminology and criminological research that it does have a practical application. And as a criminologist undertaking research, you do have I suppose, a chance of making a difference and changing the system and changing the way things work.
Criminology is very important because it's essential to understand more about the causes of crime in order to try and reduce crime to make the country a safer place.
Criminology is important because crime affects everyone, either as victims, either as offenders, as members of the public. Crime is part of the fabric of our day-to-day lives. We're bombarded with images of crime. We read about crime in newspaper headlines all the time, and particularly thinking about gender and violence and crime, which is my own area of specialism. The different types of gendered violence shape many of our everyday fears, our experiences, and how we live our lives.
Criminology is important as a subject, I feel, because it runs through everything that we do in society. If you've got an interest in how we relate to each other in society, how organisations work in society, about human rights and justice, criminology has got a thread that runs through that. So it's important that we're all aware of these issues and study them.
I think criminology is an important area to study and to research because crime affects everybody. It affects individuals and families and communities, and it's a subject that you can really see the impact because research into how to best prevent crime and investigate crime obviously helps to stop this problem that every society has.